now this is gonna make for a great story next. Man, this day is full of surprises. First this darn vault door lands here, now you've come to collect it. Well, going by the number, I'd say this is from Vault 63. My buddy told me that it's located in the ash heap. I can mark it on your map. If you do make your way down there, stay safe. I heard it's overrun with mole miners. And the ash heap itself is barely breathable without a mask. And one wrong step might charcoal roast your foot. That aside, there's been a crazy storm brewing down that way. Doubt it's related, but I think I'll steer clear myself all the same. You bet. Safe travel, stranger.
Trees breathe, the land breathes, do we breathe? I don't know anymore. Here! Must rest. Creatures here, creatures near, smell my fear. This doesn't smell good. The shield. Creatures here, creatures near. Shadows touch! I'm sweating red. That can't be good. Tidy! Back to the
I think I can save it.
Your acid smell There is a cursed being.
Anyone still staying out there? Somebody in the ground can hear me.
I can't hardstand the plane. I thought they were supposed to protect all of us.
I apologize, Young Emilio. I am not capable of repairing the damaged fuselage, nor is my programming capable of restarting the engine. I recommend you listen to your father's course of action.
But...
Listen. I'm going to need you to be very brave.
I'm not scared. I don't want to go without you.
I know, my dear, but without this aircraft, there is no possibility of getting home. You're the best darn pilot the sky has ever seen. And if anyone can get these flying again, it's us. And for now, you must go.
Take the filter. How long do we have left?
Analysis indicates that the plane will crash in less than 5 minutes.
Thank you hard, my faithful companion. Take care of them.
Of course, Mr. Franklin. I have secured the children, and we are ready to depart. Preparing...
Someone there?
in 10.
I picked up a pretty big surge of activity on our sensors, but it went quiet all of a sudden.
We will find you again. We promise.
7.
Well, obviously. That whole tunnel is infested with the Lost.
3.
The question is, what are you doing in there with them? Wait, are you telling me that you managed to wipe out all of the Lost yourself?
The air is turbulent and...
I have so many questions. How, with what, and then actually... No, focus, Hilda. I could use someone with a lethal skill set.
Enabling rim
Hey, would you be up for a little hike?
down.
Look, Emilio! We're flying! Ah! Don't let go of me!
Very astute, but it's complicated. You're at the entrance to the vault, but that's just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. You'll see. Just need to meet up first.
I can see that there are no
Perfect.
from the fall.
The entrance area you're in now was once a high-speed rail system for transporting supplies to the rest of the vault. But as you can see, it's completely caved in. You'll have to walk to another entrance closer to the vault's atrium.
Maybe...
It's just a quick trip over the hills to the south. Look for the entrance to the Shenandoah National Park.
promise to see us again.
If you need a landmark, just keep walking toward that teeny tiny, giant, menacing storm in the sky.
We have arrived on a...
You'll find the entrance underneath the manor in the dead center of the park.
Please keep
And storm.
it open for threats while I analyze...
Can't miss it! Good luck!
That doesn't sound very good.
My scan indicates that the ground here is stable and that there is no immediate danger. Recommend that you seek shelter as soon as possible. This will also give me the chance to recharge before we explore further.
What about when we get hungry? If we head into the jungle, we might be able to find some wood to make something, and a lake with fresh water. Food for Emilio, too.
Affirmative, Miss Anna. However, we must be careful. There is no certainty on what we will encounter.
Maybe an attack by big, scary monsters. I'm thinking a huge wolf, or maybe a group of evil goblins.
Don't be silly, Emilio. That's so unrealistic.
tantalizing and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astounding awesome tales. Are you ready for more tantalizing tales of terror, myths of monsters and machismo, the history of a heroic hunter? Good, because it is time yet again for another exciting journey with Rip Daring, Cryptid Hunter Extraordinary. Joining the intrepid adventurer is his field medic, Guinevere, a nurse equally skilled in medicine as she is a neglected Rip. And lastly, the loyal Percival, Rip's personal butler, tailor, navigator, and monster lord. Join the crew, dear listeners, as we follow them on an exciting cryptid hunt. Tonight, we have a short but sweet adventure. Episode 23.
Get away from me!
Daring and the Dearly Departed. Smell that? Now that is the smell of freedom. That is the smell of the good old US of A.
Get away from me!
Manure. We're standing downwind from a farm.
No, my easily confused Guinevere. That
Get away! Oh, you aren't one of them. You scared me.
smelled an opportunity and dug out a little corner of capitalism to profit off of it. Nothing else.
I'm Craig from Foundation, and I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here and thought it'd be worth checking out. See if anyone needed help. Didn't make it far down the road before we got jumped by something. I panicked and ran.
We're here for Percival. Percival boy, you can stop.
They looked kind of like ghouls, but glowed, charred all over, and sparking like a broken wire. They were yelling all kinds of nonsense. Came at us out of nowhere and just started shooting and swinging. You're serious? Did you hear what I just told you? Well, better you than me, I suppose. Actually, if you're going out there anyway, would you mind doing me a favor? As you head down Skyline Drive, could you check if there are any signs of what happened to my friends? A trail, a body, personal effects, anything I could use to find them or report back at Foundation? Who knows? Maybe even a survivor. Not asking you to do much, just to drop a flare nearby. I can investigate them once the storm calms down a bit.
Of course we're not hunting deer. I'm a cryptid hunter. Cryptids are not deer.
But deer are cryptids, Rip.
Sure, they might be. But even so, I need something. Anything to know for sure. I can't go back home without knowing. Anyway, just take the flares. If you happen upon anything or anyone, just drop one. And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while. And watch out for those things. They may look like ghouls, but they're not. And they're not friendly.
I'd pay to watch that.
We cannot classify cryptids. Deer and not deer.
What am I gonna do if those things come back?
What would be deer? Jackalopes? Technically?
As much as I would love to see Rip use what little minds he has, I'm not getting overtime. Percival, set your paranormal scanner for creatures moving erratically without changing location.
Of course.
What am I gonna do if those things come back?
It seems that Master Rip's loud momentary confusion has drawn them to us. Oh dear God. Now's not the time for deer puns, Percy. Now is the time for action. My keen hunter senses have found a couple of creatures that fit into your deer cryptid category. You may think that those are simple deer, but don't let your gullible robotic eyes fool. Note how the jaw extends to the torso and is filled with razor-sharp teeth. Antlers that shift and change shape as we watch. The hooves have digits like that of a human hand. These are either hooligans in shoddy costumes or some kind of strange mutated stag. In that case, or I can mount their heads in my cabin. You know my preferred order of asking questions and shooting. Besides, shape-shifting gear will ensure I always have something new to watch above the fireplace. There you have it. Another tale, another toast for the mouth. The moral of today's story is, don't let dumb words get in the way of action. Next time,
Connor, this mineral appears to be able to absorb energy from the sun and store it.
Curiously cut stone and metal binding begins to turn, spinning on strange axes, like the workings of a mad clock. It rapidly sinks into the fluid, and then the ground itself begins to with it, dropping down into darkness where the illuminating beams cannot reach. The looming pit quickly exposes like concentric cells towards
The whole floor is slipping away! Something's down there!
the children and Hart rush back up the hallway, and every moment another row of floor drops away mere steps behind them. The robot grabs both children by the scruff of their coats and charges out of the bizarre. They stop and turn yards away as a dust cloud
We'll kill you together!
behind them, looming in darkness. Some great invisible terror slowly grinds its way
Our terror. They've gone.
Hart, it's coming! Do something!
Creatures there. Them creatures. Please make it stop!
blasting the cliffside above the stone entryway. Massive chunks of rock face break away and fall, collapsing inward on the great stone gate. A million
Consumption of Saddle Up Salisbury steak. Taste for yourself, and you'll be the next to realize why Saddle Up Salisbury steak is the leading manufactured steak product in America and leads sales of all other factory-made Salisbury steak products by millions of barrels per year. Try it in a gelatin roll or alongside a lovely spoonful of toast. Saddle Up Salisbury steak, the creamiest canned steak with flavor in the entire world. Look for the official sticker on the box. The sticker guarantees quality Salisbury steak. Zorbo's revenge continues tonight as Dr. Zorbo makes his way to the ocean world of Maul, accompanied by his new ally, General Confusion. Here, in the floating wave city,
Do not
his fearsome Star Maker. Greetings, General. Let us out with haste before the blood jumps on one to
Inside the darkened space of the warehouse, Dr. Zorbo sits out a crate where the phlogiston drive is stored, only to find that someone else has gotten there first.
Get a move on, boys! That high-tech whatchamacallit is gonna make me the richest octopus this side of the galactic center. What? I don't know how we're gonna get this thing down again. Ain't none of us strong enough to lift it. You throw those anti-grav dollies over there, you morons! And the other, you sea cucumbers with any dumb questions. Spread it well beyond this soggy days. Imagine what you could get away with in a galaxy without that do-gooder, Captain Cosmos. I am the once and future Emperor of the Universe, Dr. Zorbo. Give me the Flungston Drive, and join me in my quest to reclaim my throne, and I shall bring you power and wealth. Oh, yes. Fathomless.
And so, the evil Dr. Zorbo enlisted yet another villainous ally in his quest to defeat Captain Cosmos once and for all. The Star Mangler moves ever closer to completion as Dr. Zorbo installs its new phlogiston. What malevolent master of mayhem will Dr. Zorbo?
man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible. Where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astounding, awesome tales. From the pages of Pulp, straight to your radio dial. Join us once again as the Guild of Antiquities journey through time to uncover the mysteries of history. Led by the intrepid Katie Inkwell, listen as we unravel the most exciting enigmas of yesterday and tomorrow. Discover the secrets of lost artifacts and encounter untold danger.
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Oh, Tommy, you're the sweetest. It's a little chilly tonight, but the view is breathtaking.
Here, let me warm you up a bit.
Did you hear that? I think someone is out there.
No way. It's your imagination. Now, where were we? Oh, no! Susie!
Tommy, save me!
Young man, this is preposterous. I refuse to believe that a giant bug destroyed your car.
Calling mysterious stranger.
You're done
Hello?
wasting my time.
Anyone there
I
yet?
have actual crime to
Maybe I
prevent.
gave bad directions.
Giant bug.
Hello?
Preposterous.
Anybody?
What is the guy on the street, Sheriff? You have to believe me. A gigantic insect
You're another one of those, huh?
was the size of a...
Oberlin's bound to like you at least.
Those things are everywhere.
So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out.
Immediately.
This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the Vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy.
Annihilation by those born from the unnatural union of nature and radioactive fire. Creatures so...
That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got it. I'll be on standby. Promise. Time's a ticking. Chop, chop. Ooh, sorry. Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand. Bye!
What's that blocking the skies? Is it a solar eclipse? A Manhattan skyscraper violating height restriction laws? No, it's Rovarilla. Made from 8,000 tons of Detroit steel, American ingenuity, and pure elbow grease. Fresh off his conquering of the giant Manzalord, the mechanical mammoth returns for his greatest
I'm sorry, Roborilla. While your legislation manages to somehow end world hunger, solve the pollution crisis, and balance the budget, I'm afraid I can't vote for it. Which is why when the session begins, I plan to filibuster the... Wait, what are you doing?
Oh, good, you're here! And you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough.
Senator Colburn's leg?
Ghoul? Isn't that, I don't know, a bit childish? Sure, I'm a ghoul, and you're not lost. Glad we got that straightened out.
He knows how, with no regard for human life.
Ah, good! Well, bit of a downer, actually. Got my hopes up for a second, but I digress.
Goes to Washington.
Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing but Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us?
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before the storms.
My niece can be a bit forceful when she finds a carrot to chase. You have my word, though. You haven't chased your carrot into a trap. Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You are a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise. You jest, or perhaps try to deceive. Either way, it's so clear now. The way you carry yourself, that hum of self-assuredness you exude. So obvious I'm even a bit embarrassed. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort. No, opportunity. And your silly surface currency too, I suppose. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind. Fantastisch. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stolz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stolz Enterprises, respected member of Vault Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly.
I wonder how that happened.
Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help to answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it.
The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating?
You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
Come on, we're gonna be late to line up for the ride.
Quiet down.
Oh, that's it. I'm getting out of here.
I would not do that if I were you.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little, even with the stockpile from the supply runs. You know, before there was a landslide around the mansion. I wonder how that happened. You have beautiful skin.
You reckon that storm is gonna get worse
Been
or
expecting
better?
you. James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63, formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stolz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? Another rat in the race. Perfect, just what I needed. No wonder Mr. Stolz was interested. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you could fill me in on your history.
Roger that, Emily. I'll meet you there. Over and out. Marco heads over to Matt Mulligan's
to fix the ride.
Emily, what's going on?
You should have arrived a few years back.
Is that so?
Something.
This was a test, and you just failed it. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival. Vault dweller from 76, capable of dispatching Lost, and apparently, a clown. Listen, I know a dog and pony show when I see one. I couldn't talk Mr. Stoltz out of this if I tried. Take my status report and run along. We'll be working together soon. So expect that attitude of yours to shape up. Dismissed. Unless there's any pressing questions that need answering. That's more like it. Is there a reason you're loitering in my office?
Been a long time since we had a good community gathering around here.
Right, Hugo. Keep it together. You are a Stoltz. Act like it.
I'm tired of all the...
Ah, you've returned.
Security check.
I've just been thinking on some things.
Fresh air.
Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains?
Will our group catch this elusive outlaw? Where will they strike next? Until next time on...
Yes, precisely. But is that not just scratching the surface? Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories. To take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
You've seen them at little Timmy's birthday party. You've even seen them on backwoods.
What's that? Oh! I have completely gone off the rails. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded, well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so.
It's been a hell of a day. You remember, John. He got tangled up in one of the machines at the factory today, and he'll never walk again.
A scientist, are you? Just like my Audrey and little Hilda. We are unsure of why, but we suspect that my condition may have mutated differently than others. Perhaps it was my proximity to... Oh, never mind, B. This sort of talk is dreadfully boring.
Maybe we'll stop working.
All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us. And pay we will. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund.
felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about. I miss research, and science, and discoveries, and
Vault
you.
63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Make it quick. I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse, but tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there.
This Valentine's Day, find out what happens when artificial intelligence leads to real feelings. I can't.
There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled.
Even with the
In the meantime,
the supply
I
runs.
have other matters I need to attend to, so please, if you'd excuse me.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little. You should have arrived a few years back.